Reasons why I have levels. If you look on the daily chart volume profile over the last 365 days, I have volume concentration zones. You can see how the 6905 level, the 6920 level has a very consistent base of volume. My theory is if we break this small low volume node on the daily chart volume profile and get into these 20s, we should see at least like around the 6905s, right? And then we'd have to see if we're strong enough to refill that gap and test the 890s, right, with that next big volume concentration area. If we never see this break under the 6925s, as you can see on this chart right here, then I want to see 25s, the 35s hold, right? And then us be able to look for a trade long going back up to the higher end of this zone, okay? If you know, here, let me show you this right here. I mean, 4 hour looks good already. I mean, a fake sweep under this pre-market low, right? Us tapping this, ooh, boom, beautiful, right there. Us holding above this zone right here that I marked out is also long confirmation targeting, you know, prior day VPOC, all that good stuff. I always wait for the first 15 minutes to trade though, you know. So if I miss it, I miss it. Here's the 1 hour. Now this is every weekly VPOC. That's another reason I have that weekly VPOC at 6930 level. See all this low.
Trade SH6CME at the NY by 1865. Trade SH6CME at the MD by 1865.
Which I marked on my pre-market plan, as you can see. You guys see all my plans right there. If we break above 6985, see, I mean, that's another trade right there. So I can put that here too. If we break above and hold 6985s, orb long or intraday LVN slash trend continuation dips to, what's our R3 zones? 96 95, 6995 to 7015, our level we made from Friday, and the pre-market, I mean, Friday high. Friday high, boom. So now y'all see my whole fucking plan here, homie. All right, y'all see my whole plan. And why I have the plans I do. I also see these delta outliers you can see on the screen right here. See that? All the delta here, all the delta, the delta backs up all of my volume profile analysis. That's what I want to see. Now we're going back to the chart. As you can see, you know, VPOC, everything lines up pretty freaking well. Last thing I want to see though, kind of is we're this. See, we're in all-time high conditions. As long as we stay above 6,900, we're in all-time high conditions. So I'm not really trying to go short. But if we do get into those 6920s, there's so much liquidity there, they could probably play around in that zone. So, but remember, the all-time high is at like 6915ish. So I'm watching that. Okay, now we're getting back to work. I might have to cut this off because my computer is just not fast enough. And the last thing I need is my computer to mess up. Like, look how slow it is. I'm gonna have to turn this off. I wish I could not do that, but until I get a new computer, I might be stuck trading alone. All right, now we're going first trade of the day. Might be trading alone, guys. My computer's way too slow. My computer's so slow just trading like with y'all. And I can't handle that. Oh no. I like trading with 3 contracts. Oops. Because I'm always targeting 10 points. Sometimes that's only 8, right? Sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes that's 12, depending on where my profit target is. I'm always targeting 10 points, and I'm always trying to risk 4 points or less. So I'm always over a 2.0 R&R. I like having 2/3 of my position always targeting my always profit target, right? Because that's a big chunk of my income, right? That last contract is for those winners that, could run another 10 points. Because if I take 2/3 off at 10 points, right, and then I take 1/3 off at 20 points, I literally just increase my ROI on the trade by 50%. So I like that. I like that a lot, and it also saves me because if I only have 2 contracts and I take off half at 10 points and it comes back and stops me out, I'm gonna be pissed because now I made way less too. And then all of a sudden my losers don't make up for my. I'm trying to record again because I really want to record my stuff, but it's dangerous. Long story short, check this out. So at my zone that I said we need to stay above 6964s, at 737 we had a bunch of trap buyers, right? Since the high of this candle, we had 1,000 delta come in, and then we had negative 2,000 delta on that next candle. Since the high with the 1,790, that is good delta. That's good delta numbers based on the last month of trading I've had this December. So I'm definitely watching this level. All this sell delta is coming in. Let's see if it could actually move down. If it can't move down, right? If all this sell delta comes in and it can't move down, what does that tell us? That tells us that we want to go back to the top of this range here. And that's a good trade. But then you also know this zone is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. So me getting in at 66, right? After it confirms or something, that's gonna suck balls because if I'm wrong, I have to pretty much risk that entire amount. Oh, come on, dog. Oh, I need a new computer. Okay, so look, we have all this sell. Okay, so now we have a shit ton of sell delta coming in here. VPOC, look how much volume's coming in here. This is exactly what we want to see. We want to see this. This is exactly what we want to see. Tons of sell delta coming in here. If this fails right here, I might want to take a trade. It's right at 45. If this fails though and gets back above all this VPOC level, that might be a trade right here. There's so much sell delta and volume coming in here. Like if it fails, that's a trade. But it's like how early can I get in? I would love to type, but I might not have enough time to type it. You heard it on my plan. I don't have to type it, I guess, because it's in the plan. Definitely right after my first trade, though. It's definitely a plan. And see if this holds. Look at all that volume that came in, right? All that volume that came in. Tons of volume came in here. Are we going to retest that, though? So much volume coming in.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I feel like we would go back to the top of this range at least. Let's see. Dude, my computer's going way too slow. I can't even move shit. I'm gonna have to take the L if it hits because I don't have enough bandwidth here. Oh, I need a new computer. Let's see if it could hold. See if it could hold. Hoping it holds. Okay, we have a little bit of a higher high forming here on the book map. I'm gonna move my stop up. Remember, this is what I want. I just want 10 points. About to get stopped out.
Stop filled.
I'm cool with that. I don't know why I did that, so I'm getting stopped out. It should have. I took a really small loss. My computer is going so fucking slow. I don't even want to play that shit either. Like that could have went crazy to the long side. You know. That was a good loss. My computer's fucking slow. I don't even have time to react. That was a good little baby loss. Let's type it out. So now I'm gonna reset. After the first 15 minutes, we had large sell delta come in, and then under my range, lots of volume came in and failed sellers. Then we made a higher high. I entered and quickly limited my risk, looking for a big move upside to top of range and then hold winner to prior day VPOC. Good risk and confirmation. Now we're on the second trade. Now that this trade failed, I need a new scenario to play with to attempt anything. Oh my gosh, look at that confirmation. I mean, look at all the sell delta on this bottom candle. That's kind of pretty. You want to look for pretty shit. I would have got stopped out regardless as soon as we broke out here, so that was a good loss. I don't really trust this though, because it's still the same thing. Now that we're doing all this shit, like I don't want to take another trade here. I want to take a confirmation long above the 64, 65s like in my pre-market plan, or I want to see us break the pre-market low. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's the same. Like now I'm looking for the same confirmation in the same area, and I have a ton of confirmation here. So it not working needs a bigger confirmation. And even though there's a nice fat sell delta here of 700 down here and it closed strong, that's still not stronger than the confirmation I saw here with all these failed sellers and then the volume coming in and holding that range and then the higher high on the delta put price. Still not that strong. So not gonna take this trade. That's like that would be my biggest that's how I fucked up a ton in the past. It's taking that same trade over and over and over again. I want to see something change, something new, something different, right? Clearly breaking that high didn't work, right? I need to see something different. So I'm waiting for. I want to see this low break. I want to see this low break, and then let's reclaim this. So as long as it should have worked right there. That last trade had less than 2 point loss, so that's a great loss. See the volume's coming in down here? It's going to move down to these 42s. I mean, honestly, you could take this trade right here, but that wasn't really in my plan, so we're not going to take that. We want to see... It's tricky because it doesn't line up perfectly. This, like, if you saw my chart, the opening range low is like 6947, right? 6947, 6948, which we're almost at, right? And then the outside range of that is 6942, right outside my zone. See, the thing is, would I love a fucking trade down here to 6935s, this zone right here? Fuck yeah, because that's like where all the liquidity's at, and that's where I can see a reverse. But it being that far outside of the opening range turns that trade into a trend continuation, which I also don't want to buy. I can't buy those. That's not a dip anymore. If it's trend continuation, that's far outside the range. Now I'm buying a falling knife. You know. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. Because I could definitely take like an orb failure reversal if it breaks that low. If it breaks that low and goes to like the 38s. If it breaks that low and kind of goes to like the 38s, which is definitely doable because there's no volume there, liquidity, I think that's definitely within that balanced range area. That's still a buy a dip scenario. But the 35s, 32s, I can't just buy that dip if it touches it and I see delta confirmation. There's a shit ton of volume. See, now look at this. There's a shit ton of volume coming in here underneath the pre-market VPOC and the pre-market volume. So that's good. I mean, that's a good sign. But it's also playing around here way too much. Like, if it really was volatile today, that trade I took right here, I feel like that would have worked. See, it just playing like this right here almost makes me not want to fucking trade today. I definitely don't want to fucking take a bad trade here. So I'm not touching nothing here. And based on the price action, I don't know, man. We need something better. I want to be long biased. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got here on this book map. Like on book map, look at that. So it's like it's almost a flag, right? It's either the delta's gonna really come in there, and we're gonna need to get to that liquidity at the 42s to the 25s to balance all that out, right? Or buyers are gonna show up and we're gonna go higher to that next liquidity. But really, I feel like it's just gonna be these dips. I just feel like it's gonna be we're in all-time high conditions. You don't really want to buy highs. You want to buy the dips because they're just grabbing liquidity, moving higher in all-time high conditions. Like, orb longs are beautiful when we have big pullbacks on the daily chart because all the liquidity is above us, so it makes it really easy to make those moves. Orb longs at all-time highs, there's not liquidity above us. Where do you think we're getting the liquidity for that? On the squeezes. And the squeezes come from making those little dips back down and then going up after. So let's see how this price action moves. Like, yeah, you could have took that trade 54 CDAs. I didn't have that on my pre-market trading plan though. Remember, this is some short bullshit. I don't want to. If longs at lows give me the best chance to like get out, break even if I'm wrong. Definitely controlled drop. There's just so much liquidity at these 30s. 36. I mean, if it tapped 36, you'll need to quickly reclaim. I'll be risking a lot. I don't know. I don't really want to take a big loss today. And that whole zone is really tight. I'll need to see some crazy delta confirmations or something, and I'll need to get redemptions. I might fucking... Yeah, it might be the perfect trade, but... I don't want to take a 4-point loss, risking all my shit, you know what I'm saying? It's 801 now. So that kind of held some sell delta in it. Like, it's still in the range. It's still underneath, though. I don't know. I might fuck around and not take another trade today. Thank you, Carmine. He's probably going to see this on the video right before there. I'm like, thank you, he messaged me. Carmine messaged me. Carmine messaged me. I love that. All right, where we at next? I don't really trust any of this. Look how, see how top have this balance range, bro? I'm not really fucking with it. Today might be, it's Monday too. Half of me already doesn't want to trade. It's Monday, and I took a great first trade and it was a loss. And it's a fucking Monday. And there's no news. This could be some bullshit action. And then someday, this week, I could have some crazy action. Really don't want to trade. I almost want to go down to one contract. What else should I do? It's no news Monday. It's choppy. Where's the volume at? Volume is low as fuck. Oh shit, I'm starting to feel like I don't want to do it. Volume is low as fuck. Volume is low as fuck. Oh, dog, I'm halfway. You know what? Let's do this. This is how I get down. Because I'm still about getting better. But it's about decision making. It's Monday. I'm going to go to sim trade. So I can still work on my executions if I see something, but... Bro. There's a shit ton of sales. I mean, we could definitely see a sweep. It's Monday. All this sell delta is coming in here. This could be like, it could have a sell delta day like this just to set up the long later this week. In the long, I could pop off 20 points and it'd be a lot cleaner price action. Because honest, I mean, the only trade I'm looking at right now is a break under these 42s, and then a reclaim, so we could go back into the range. Right now, VPOC intraday is 6952. So a break under these 42s, a reclaim, you can get a 10-point move there. Look, because you don't even know, like, it breaks under here, it reclaims this. There's still no volume up here being done, so it's like we don't even know if we're gonna get above these 56s later on the day anyway. So, I mean, shit, I already went to sim trading because I ain't really fucking trying to fuck my shit up. We're gonna chill. Just practice chilling. I'm waiting for what I want to see. If we see some volume coming above 56, that's a confirmation. If we see, we gotta break this low. I do know, bro. Monday, this could be a sell delta day, or the sell delta actually does pulls back, but it's controlled. Like right now, it looks controlled, don't it? It don't look volatile. It looks controlled. Volatility is where fear is. Right now, it's just a controlled pullback. It's a controlled pullback. I mean, this is scripted. It don't look like fear. It looks like controlled pullback to me. It's Monday though. I'm trying to lose Monday. Let's see it break these lows, and then a delta confirmation come in. Not too low. I don't want this bitch at the 34s, 32s. If it does that, now we're going to 25s, and now we're in a whole other ballgame. We want it to not get to those 32s, because that's where the volume concentration is. If it's down there, then we're not buying a pullback. Now we gotta wait for a bigger confirmation of a reversal. We're way too outside of the range for that pullback down there. Look at all this sell delta coming in, and it's not like make your price go crazy. All I was doing is fucking controlled move down.
Do you think Kim also would jump for this?
Oh gosh, this is gonna be
there is
my
a criminal
video.
today.
Jay Dunn, he's watching Simpsons. Me.
Yes, and I'm taking a nap after this. So you're
Turn up the volume for me, 'cause I can sh-
You got all the sell delta coming in, and it's not like a volatile move. It's just like we need to have a cataclysmic moment. They can shoot this thing back up. Sell delta coming in slowly, moving market down, not volatile. Volatile, though, looks like a setup for a bigger move this week. Went to sim trade now because the trade plan I have is really close to a ball by falling knife scenario, and to wait for confirmation on real reversal would require a much bigger risk that I don't want to take. Come on, let's see the breakdown. That's the thing too, like the all-time high so easily it can get, dude, I don't really like I'm not trying to buy a falling knife. Like, yes, the break of this low looks like a beautiful trade, but now I'm not buying a dip. This dip is way outside the open range, bro. Yeah. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight down candles. This will have an up candle, and it most likely will go retest 6954 at some point. I just don't know when. Or it does another thesis and it really breaks. I mean, fuck. This is a completely controlled move, though. Like, this doesn't look like. It's not really fucking good. And if this pulls back all day, and then I could look for a real orb long tomorrow. And if this pulled back all day, close week, and I could look for a real orb long tomorrow, and I might even fucking size up. Because if we have a pullback, we're at all-time highs, we're at liquidity, going into the end of the year, and that works, and we get outside that opening range to the upside on a daily chart pullback, like, now we talking a nice fat trade right there. I like that. I might size up tomorrow if that's the case, for sure. I'm gonna size up that bitch. We didn't break the low. I'll tell you what, when we're at all-time highs, you don't see a lot of those. You see a lot of lower highs, so this might be it. But again, this is exactly why I don't fuck with it, because I could be wrong here. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think of that. Like, at all-time highs, like, those lower highs definitely are a thing. This might be it, but I don't know. There's too many unpredictable factors. I'm getting right now risk 4 points. My target is only 6.5 points away, though, so. That was the biggest delta candle we've seen. This might have been a reversal. Yeah, I think that's a reversal. Look at that, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think that was the trade right there. That was the trade. I didn't have that in my plan, though. Like, oh, lower high. See, now that plan works perfectly, because I was thinking, oh, break of low. That's way too outside my range, just buying a fucking falling knife. But look at this, a lower high. How do I show you all this shit? See, on the 5 minute right here, now this is the pre-market low. Now we did a lower high, still inside the range where I could buy dips. Boom. We have 1,000 delta on this last candle. Now 1,500 delta on this candle. Now the sellers really need to be strong to bring this lower. Still might, but that was definitely a trade. That's right. I don't really know what the fuck to do today. That's exactly what I don't know what the fuck to do today. That might work, and it might end up doing exactly what I thought too. I don't fucking know. It looks strong as fuck. We have 1,500 set buy delta. I mean, there's more volume coming in here now too. It looks like this is gonna end up reversing. There's buyers is popping in here. How much is the volume in? The volume's coming good too. Oh, look at all that buy delta coming in. Yeah, that was it. See, I missed it. I didn't have that in my trading plan. I was sitting there like, bro, if it breaks that low, like, we're outside of the dip zone. I wasn't even thinking lower high, all-time high conditions, that shit will happen. I wasn't thinking that. Now, if this gets swept, I don't know, man. Half of me wants to try this, half of me doesn't. There's barely any. Are we going the other way? No, I don't know. Now there's more buyers coming in here.
Order filled.
I see all this volume coming in now above it. I mean, why is all this volume coming in up here though? You know, we got down here, now we have more volume coming in up here. That makes me want to think it's going to go up. Are the buyers strong enough? Now we got buyers coming in. Look at that. Okay. 2-point risk. Trying to take the trade the VWAP. I mean, we're going to have to break this volume. That's the thing. Like, look at that. Like, this is a volume accumulation zone. This 9660 level is definitely a zone. But now we're literally asking it to break above this. I mean, it's a low chance. If we're not able to get above this. All this volume coming in after we touch those lows, though, is telling me, like, oh, okay, we're ready to go the other way, though. Look, it can get all the way up here and then fail, dog. So really, my entrance is literally right at VPOC too, so it can come right back here so easy. 56 is like all 57. How's that volume coming in here? There's like no volume up there. It would have to gap it. I just don't know. More volume coming in. There's so much volume coming here, I feel like we're getting a lot of steam. We're definitely getting a lot of steam. All that volume coming in, I like that. It might pull back to 58s though. That's 7 points. My midline in my VPOC is at 58. That's 2 points of reference. I might have to take it off at 58. That's 7 points still. Like, get to here and then I'll hold my last contract and maybe I'll get a fucking fat winner, you know? Or this runs straight through, who knows? I don't know. Like, if there's trap buyers and shit going on, it's going to be around 58, so I'm just going to... If I can get 7 points on this on a trade on Monday where this wasn't part of my pre-market plan and I had to improvise on the fly, I'll take 7 points. And 7 points is, to my 2-point risk right now, is still pretty good. Just want to go to VPOC. I want the volume to keep coming in. If the volume keeps coming in like that, like, that's money in the bank, though. I like that. But if volume keeps coming in now, like, we hit those lows now, keep having volume coming in. You can see on this chart. I like that. Just squeeze up a little bit. Give me Give me a 7. So the volume, come on, let's see the volume coming above it. I'm not losing shit now. Cedric is not losing shit on this trade, that's for damn sure. Why I want to take money off of that spot? Like, look at this right here. Midline and VPOC 68.25 and it's tops of my zone, and there's not a lot of volume done above that level. So all I want to do is see us attempt to break this zone right here. It doesn't need to break it, just fucking attempt it. And then that last contract I'll hold. And honestly, yeah, I mean, honestly, it can go both ways. I could run straight through it and I fucking lose out on a ton, but if it works. Volume's coming in at the edge of these now. Come on, we just need some volume coming in above. Like, attempt it, bro. Just attempt it. We don't gotta stay above it. Just fucking attempt it. If it fails it here though, like I'm kind of out of the fucking woodworks. Just attempt it. What time is it? Low ass volume coming in. Okay, there's low ass volume coming in too.
Target filled.
Too out because there's low ass volume coming in. It might fucking fly up here. That's why I got one contract left. You feel me? I'm in a risk free fucking trade now, homeboy. Low ass volume coming in up here though. If this works, we targeting 644, which is a 14-point trade. Low ass volume. I don't like the low volume. Like the volume is stopping, like it's having problems. You see what it does. The volume's more than last candle. See, now it's squeezing though. See, like the volume. See, like on low volume could be fine if it's on a short squeeze. During all-time high conditions, you could have low volume and let's move up. Best believe. That's a short squeeze, homeboy. I want to see this play out. I'm in a risk-free trade, but I don't know what's going to happen. It might be Monday where we don't really fucking do type shit, though. Like, I'm happy I took it off right there. That was smart. There's a lot, like, look, now the volume's picking up. Right into the end of that candle. Now it's a new candle. Let's see if we break it. Now VPOC is at that level. VPOC is there now. So now more volume is, like, okay, so the volume came in. Now we got volume coming up here. I moved my stop on this, literally, to right under this low volume area. That means there's not a lot of volume I want to test there. So, like, let's see if it doesn't even go back there. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk-free trade, and I definitely have more than a break-even day. I always had a little trap buyer action. Now look, we have all these buyers coming. We have 2,000 buyers, and we're not able to push up anymore. See, like this is volume. This is like a great exit. I'm really happy with my fucking exit. That's for damn sure. And think about it. If I were to take this trade with my live account, like the most I would have got was 4 points. I'd have been putting my money at risk. And remember, it started off as a technically 4 port. That's where all my stops start off at. Is 4 points. As soon as I enter the trade, and then I'm moving up to its directed spot. You know, I'm gonna get stopped out. I mean, I don't know. We're probably gonna get stopped out, but I'm super happy with that trade. Great execution. Like this. I mean, if it really listens to me and it comes down here and it reverses the money in the bank, you know. But volume's coming down again. Thing is still rolling. Okay, the sell delta's coming in higher now. There's more sellers. More sellers are probably gonna need to pick up liquidity. Go back down to the 651 minimum. Yep, the seller deltas. Oh, pop. Are we gonna hold it? What we gonna do? I don't know. I don't need a new computer though. I look on Bookmap. We just had a lot of sellers try to bring the market lower, and we failed to do so. After buyers confirmed they want to reverse, so that's big. I think we might move up now. There's a chance we move up. I'm gonna move this to here because if we go lower now after showing that shit. I definitely fuck with it. But yeah, on Bookmap, where's my thing at? Look at this Bookmap. Bookmap. Look at this. Look at this. Buyers came in, you can't see it, but buyers came in. We had sellers try to bring the market down. They failed. Now Delta's building above this level again. You could actually get in here and risk 3 points and look for a move up. I mean, you still have volume up there, so really you can't really fucking do that, but that's good. I mean, I think you'll end up working out. At this point, you'll end up working out. The volume not being there is the only caveat. Like, why can't volume get above that? So if volume does start pushing in above 57s, this thing will run to 64s. We need volume to push. We need to see volume come in at 57s. Look at this line right here. If you see volume come in and move up on this line right here, we are most likely going to test those 63s. Let's see. Let's see 57s. We need volume 57s. I mean, there's volume 57s. Volume's coming into 57s now. Okay, now he's got to hold it. There's a little bit of sellers coming in here. There's sellers. Are we going to buyers? I'm watching Bookmap. Buyers. A little bit of sellers. Those buyers are coming in. Oh, I think it's about to pop. Buyers. 57s. We got 57s buyers coming in. Here we go. Let's see if we move. Okay, now it looks like we're probably gonna get up there. I like to see it. All right, now we going 63s minimum. 63s minimum, sir. Because it's probably gonna run through this range at this point. I mean, there's volume. There's like consistent volume on this thing all the way up to the 66s. But I have on my chart, on my 50 EMA, on my 15-minute, I have 63, 62. So we can see a little pullback there, and I don't want to give up 5-6 points because that'll be 50% of the profit I have. 5-6 points on a 13-14 point move. Yeah. So if we get up to these 63s, I'm probably going to be cooling. Okay, some more sellers coming in. Now, if these sellers fail, then now it's really, really confirmed. I mean, I already think it's confirmed now, like the buyers are stronger than the sellers, and we're going to go fill out that liquidity. But, like, you know, here they are trying to attempt again right after we started. I mean, we're technically failing that midline and VPOC. I definitely would have wanted this to move a little faster if it was going up. It needs to be like a fast dip now at this point. Shouldn't be playing around here a lot. I don't know, I might take this off. What should I do? I have 6 points. VPOC here is this. I don't want to test this again. I could do that minimum. Protect a little bit. Because I mean, if you go back down here and retest all that, I don't like that. I wanted to move up pretty fast. 2 minutes left.